our program will be showing on the few parts. The first, the general information about our program, short information about our consortium partners, and requirements documents to our application admission procedure. And after all of the information part session will be the time for you, because will be the Q&A session when you can ask us and we try the answer of your questions. I hope that our webinar will be more or less 90 minutes, but we will see about how many questions we will have. And of course, I invite you to our website also, CLIDE EMK PL, and our social media on LinkedIn. Okay, first of all, I want to present you our partners. In our webinar meeting is our partners from Simon Kuznets University of the Economics, Professor Kiko and Professor Oksana Mazorenko. The next one is our colleagues from University of Granada, Professor Alberto Castaneda and Professor Sabiota, and from our University of Applied Science and Applied Science Upper Austria in Steyr is Professor Piotr Kwiatek and Professor Chris Kornitzer-Kanitz, and from University Hassan II of Casablanca, Professor Salah Koba, and our team from International Office students is Marta Żuchowska and Aleksandra Kowalska, plus Jovita Konrad and Katarzyna Pawlonka, and we will be in contact with you during all of our admission process. And my name is Mateusz Tamanek. I'm the main coordinator of this program, and I'm from the Faculty of Economic Science and Management on our university, Nicolaus Copernicus University. And now is the time for sharing the screen and show my presentation, what we prepare for you. And I hope that you see the screen. First of all, I hope that you see all of the presentation. Maybe if you can confirm me that you see the slide, and when I move the slides, you see? Okay, great. Okay, first of all, our program is of course co-funded by European Union, and there we have the master program focusing on the 4 semester, 120 ACTS points, and this partnership is creating by the Nicolaus Copernicus University, University of Granada, Simon Kuznets Kharkiv National University of Economics, University Hassan II of Casablanca, and University of Applied Science Upper Austria. And what is the important for all of us on the admission procedure, you have possibility choose one of the 2 tracks. The first track is the leadership in the digital era, is focusing on the digital aspects of the leadership, plus how they manage, how leader of the distributed teams. And this part is this professional track is of the first semester. You are in the University of Granada, but of course the first on September you're starting on the Joint Integration Week in Torun, in Nicolaus Copernicus University. And after transfer to Spain on the University of Granada, because this semester will be starting from October. The next semester on the professional track, leadership in the digital era, you comes to Toronto, Poland. It's provided by Nicolaus Copernicus University. And on 3rd semester, it goes to Morocco, on the University Hassan II of Casablanca. And the last semester is the semester when you will be write the master thesis and doing the internship. The internship can be on each of the partner countries. It's not a problem for all of us, but the few of the seminars you will be realized in the Torun. But when we look on our previous program, Mundus program, doesn't mean the goals, we can manage this aspect focusing on the first semester. The second professional track what you can choose is the track focusing on the leading intercultural teams. It's a little different aspect of the leadership because it's not the pressure of the digitalization, but they're special on the courses conducted by the professors from the Ukraine and from Austria. You have the few of the courses when you can when you learn using the IT systems for the support of the leadership. But the first semester is the same. Doesn't mean you're starting on the joint integration week. The next one on October, you move to Spain on the University of Granada. Second semester is devoted in Steyr. It's realized in Steyr by the University of Applied Science in Upper Austria. And the third semester is realized by the Simon Kuznets Kharkiv National University of Economics. But it's the main remarks, of course, on this current situation. This course will be realized by the professors from the Simon Kuznets University of Economics, but the place when you realize all of this semester will be in the Toruń in Poland, in our place, and the same fourth semester is devoted by the writing the master thesis and realize 300 hours internship. And I think that this is the time for the short presentation of each of the partners. The first will be the University of Granada because it's the first. This is the partner who is the responsible for realizing the first semester. And I'm give the floor for the Professor Alberto Castaneda and Professor Sabiota.
Thank you very much, Mateus. Hello, everyone. I'm Carmen from the University of Granada, one of the partner universities in the CLIDE program. The University of Granada is one of the most important universities in Spain. It was founded in 1531 and today it has around 60,000 students. It's also a very international university and every year it welcomes many students from all over the world. In fact, it's one of the top universities in Europe for Erasmus student mobility. Within the CLIDE program, the activities are connected with the Faculty of Economics and Business, where students study areas such as business, economics, marketing, finance, and international business. And the faculty has around 5,000 students and about 400 professors and researchers. Granada is also a wonderful city to study in, and it has a rich culture, a very active student life, and it's considered one of the most attractive student cities in Spain. And for that, now, to give you a better idea of the university and the CLIDE program here in Granada, we will show you a short presentation video. Thank you, Mateo. Can you click in the link?
The link or video?
The link of video.
Okay.
Thank you.
I hope that you hear.
Oh, yes. I can hear.
You don't hear the voice? Okay, I will check once the link. Okay, no problem. And I will check once again. And sharing the screen with the, okay, it's now showed the work. Oops. It's okay. Okay, and the sharing once again. And we try.
Starts in Granada, one of Europe's
Did you hear
most
the
vibrant
voice?
university cities.
Yes, now yes.
Right, okay.
The Erasmus Mundus CLIDE Master starts in Granada, one of Europe's most vibrant university cities. The academic journey begins at the University of Granada, an institution recognized for its tradition, teaching quality, and innovative approach to communication and education. CLIDE brings together students from all continents. Granada becomes a multicultural meeting point where friendships, projects, and professional networks are created. During the first semester, UGR serves as the foundation where students acquire the program's conceptual and methodological basis.
Hello, my name is Carmen, and I'm the coordinator of the Erasmus Mundus Master Program, CLIDE, at the University of Granada. CLIDE is a unique international master designed for students who want to become leaders in a global and digital world. You will study in English and learn together with students from different countries while moving across several international universities. At the University of Granada, you'll build a strong foundation in leadership, management, communication skills, and digital business. CLIDE is not only about theory, it's combined practical experience, international mobility, and real intercultural learning.
I'm Alberto Castañeda. I'm a full professor of the Department of Marketing and also the Dean of the Faculty of Economics and Business Administration. In particular, I will teach the subject Strategic Management for Multicultural Companies in the Digital Era. This subject will be focused on the main topics related with management for companies that act in an international context, related with the practice in companies in order to facilitate the incorporation of the students to the labor market. In Granada, we have different companies that are interested to create some internships for students that follow this master.
My name is Ángel Felices. I'm a professor at the Department of English and German at the University of Granada. I'm in charge of the course entitled Communication Skills. We are going to concentrate on dealing with cross-cultural communication. We are going to learn how to deal with these differences, to know, for instance, all the main concepts and tips to overcome this kind of misunderstandings. Take this course, follow it, and I'm sure that you'll be very happy, and you will eventually you will realize that what you are going to learn there is going to be really useful in your future professional life.
Hello, my name is Jessica. I'm a professor in the Department of Management at the University of Granada. I'm also a professor in the Erasmus Mundus Master Program, Intercultural Leadership in the Digital Era. In this master, I coordinate the course Basics of Leadership. This course is designed to give students a stronger understanding of how leadership works in today's complex and multicultural world. During this course, we talk about different leadership styles, how to manage conflicts, emotional intelligence, effective communication, or problem solving in intercultural teams.
This is Rodrigo Martin Rojas, Associate Professor of Management at the University of Granada, and I will be one of the teachers giving lectures in the course named Creativity and Innovation for Leadership with my colleagues Vanessa Barrales, also from Granada University, and David Dawson from Gloucestershire University in United Kingdom. We will try to explain and critically interpret key concepts, terminology, and development trends in innovation and leadership in both global and intercultural contexts.
Hello, my name is Francisco Peco, and I am the teacher responsible for the course Digital Transformation and Business Management. You will learn how digital technologies are changing the way companies work and compete. First, we analyze why digital business is so important in modern management. Then, we learn how to analyze and diagnose the digital situation of a company. We also work on setting clear objectives and defining a digital target for the organization. Finally, we focus on the development of digital strategies to support business transformation.
My name is Juan Miguel Rey Pino. The course we will be teaching is entitled Managerial Ethics and Sustainability. Throughout the course, we will address topics such as managerial ethics and sustainability in multicultural settings, ethical decision-making and conflict management, corporate social responsibility, sustainable business practices, stakeholder engagement, and the assessment and measurement of social and environmental impact. CLIDE is not just a master's degree, it's an international learning experience that combines academic excellence, cultural diversity, and a strong focus on global challenges. So we very much look forward to welcoming you soon to the University of Granada and its lovely city.
Thank you very much, Carmen, for your short presentation with the video. Okay, the second semester is conduct of your choice professional track, the Nicolaus Copernicus University in Turin, or you chose the second track is our Austrian partner, but the short information about our university. Our university is much more younger than the University of Granada because the last year we celebrate the 80 years of founded. But what is the important? The Nicolaus Copernicus University is the one of the largest university in the middle and north of Poland, and now currently we have the 16 faculties and especially 3 faculties focusing on the medical science in Bydgoszcz on the part of the Collegium Medicum, and now we offering more or less that the over than 100 field of the studies and 55 postgraduate courses, and the number of our university employees is the more or less 4,500 staff, the both in our touring part and medical part in Bydgoszcz. And when we calculate how many alumni of the Nicolaus Copernicus are on the world, is there around 200,000 of alumni. And now we offer in our faculty of the economics, science and management, we offer the few of the courses, especially what is the important for us. We have our accreditation, ACSB accreditation is the business accreditation when only 6% of all of the universities has, and AMBA accreditation all. And what is the important for us? We have the second Mundus program. And now is the time for our partner of our Austrian partner.
Thank you very much. A warm welcome also from my end. My name is Chris Kontner-Karnitz. I'm a professor for international B2B marketing at University of Applied Sciences Upper Austria. A bit about our university, as you already hear about the long name, University of Applied Sciences Upper Austria. So our focus is quite clear on not only providing you with scientific insights and academic insights, but also really applying them to practice. Yeah, this is why it's called Applied Sciences. We essentially, as an entire university, have 4 different schools with different focus points. Us in Steyr being responsible for the whole part of business and management, but we also have an engineering school, one which is focusing on informatics, and another one more on social sciences. We have essentially 17 degree programs at the moment being taught also in English, 30,000 graduates within the last couple of years. We're among the youngest partners, so we don't have a history of a couple of 100 years already. So our university just turned 30 last year. Mateusz, would you mind moving to the next slide? So I already mentioned the different campuses which we have. So for the ones which are a bit familiar already with Austria as a country, more or less at the heart of Europe, you may have heard of Vienna, which is towards the eastern part of Austria, and Upper Austria as an entire province is roughly 200 kilometers west of it. And Steyr being the little button more or less on the so the purple one, the lowest one of these 4. So as already said, our Steyr campus focuses on business and management specific, and then covers a variety of different study programs among them. We, as the main partner in the CLIDE program, are responsible for global sales and marketing. At that point, let me maybe introduce my colleague Piotr Kwiatek, who will then take over the remaining part of the presentation. Piotr. Are you there? If not, I just simply continue, and you can feel free to jump in as soon as you're there. So essentially, as mentioned in Steyr, we have our business and management campus with 6 different bachelor and 9 consecutive master programs on top. And us within the GSM team, as we call it, Global Sales and Marketing, being the real international study program there. The entire campus in all of the rankings is the best management campus among all universities of applied sciences, applied sciences within entire Austria, and among the top 3 in the German-speaking area. Internationalization is essentially part of our DNA from end to end. Yeah, so even in our regular study programs, more than 40% of our regular students are coming from various different geographies and are international students. We have regular visiting international professors who teach our courses. Tuition language is English, and on top of that, our students also learn a couple of other languages when we're studying with us. On top of that, unfortunately, I don't have a beautiful video with me as my dear colleagues from Granada, but we also claim to have the most beautiful campus in Austria, and I would be very much looking forward to you visiting us in case you apply and get your application to our CLIDE program granted. This is more or less, in a nutshell, a quick introduction of Steyr.
Thank you very much, Chris. And by the way, it's the information for all of you. Maybe Chris hasn't the beautiful video with the university, but Fazan Khan published yesterday all of the interview with the Chris on his YouTube channel. Exactly. And of course, we invite the Professor Piotr Kwiatek from the same university, University of Applied Science in Austria too. Maybe you want to add some information. Piotr?
I think we were very nicely introduced by Chris, and Chris, thank you for this. I'm not sure whether Chris mentioned our extensive network of companies that we cooperate with, especially here in the region, because it was not in the slides. Sure. But we have a handful, actually more than a handful of companies that cooperate on a daily basis, also doing projects together with our students, and in a very interesting format, especially in the graduate track, as CLIDE is, for the InnoCamp, which is a very interesting, innovative format when in 36 hours, master students are working to solve challenges presented by companies, and none of these challenges has a pre-existing solution. So it's very beneficial both for participating students as for the companies as well. So we have lots of these touch points, being a University of Applied Sciences with a good outreach to industrial partners. So this is what I would add.
Thank you very much for your short presentation. And we must add too that in Austin University will be conducting the Urban Games, which will be realized also as the one of our innovative aspect during the CLIDE program. Thank you very much, Chris and Piotr. And now is the time for Simon Kuznets, Kharkiv National University of Economics, who will be the responsible, and our two professors, Tatiana Lepiejko and Oksana Mazurenko. The floor is yours.
Thank you so much. Nice to see you all, dear applicants, dear colleagues. I'm Oksana Mazurenko, Associate Professor of Management, Business and Administration Department in Simon Kuznets Kharkiv National University of Economics. And I want to introduce our university, and just last year our university celebrates 95th anniversary, and we are not so like old university Granada, but we also have our history and our values, and we look forward for the development of university and economy of Ukraine as whole. Our university has accreditation, national accreditation of fourth level, and according to the ranking, we are in top 25 best universities in the world according to the U multi-rank world ranking. And also, if we're talking about international students, we are 29th university in Ukraine by ranking for international students. And let me introduce a little bit more statistics about our university. And now we have 4 institutes, institutes of information technologies, of management and marketing, economics and law, institutes of international relations, and also we have 1 faculty of training foreign citizens. Mostly for now, even during the wartime, we have more than 7,000 students in our university and 1,750 foreign students who are currently studying online. And we have 72 educational programs in different specialities, mostly economic and management specialities, as we are economic university. And also we are proud that we have 15 double degree programs in our university with different foreign partners from Poland, Austria, Great Britain, France, Italy, Portugal, Germany, etc. And Mateusz, please, could you turn to the next slide? And a little bit more, I want to tell you about our institute and department who is responsible for the CLIDE program from the Simon Kuznets Kharkiv National University of Economics side, and this is the Institute of Management and Marketing, and this institute is one of the leading institute in the university who have the highest number of students, first of all, and there are 5 specialties and different study programs. And the leading programs in these institutes are programs in business administration and Department of Management, Business and Administration, which I represent, and my head of the department, Tatiana Lipeyko, also, who is leading this business administration program. Also, we are proud of our experience in delivering MBA programs, because we were one of the first in our eastern part of Ukraine and even in Ukraine who launched the MBA program since 2010. And also this MBA program was launched together with Austrian University Technicum Wien, and we have such international experience as well. For now, our department suggests bachelor, master, and PhD programs in 2 languages, in Ukrainian and in English. And really, we have 15, I think more than 15 years experience of teaching management and economic programs in English. Also, we currently have 4 double degree programs with Austria, our colleagues from Fachhochschule Upper Austria University in Steyr from Poland and Great Britain as well, and a lot of academic mobility program with different countries. And here also you can see some statistics of our department. We have 30 professors and lecturers who most them have at least B2 and C1 level of English for delivering courses in English. Also, we are proud that our department teach a lot of foreign students, and even for the last 3 years, 1,500 China students were studied in business administration program. And so in such a case, I want to emphasize on our experience in international programs, in teaching international students, and we are really intercultural. And we invite all of you to join to our CLIDE program, to choose that track that's interesting for you, and we will be happy to welcome you in Ukraine, in Kharkiv. In the worst cases, if the war will be continued, all of our teachers will visit to Torun, to Poland University, Nicholas Copernicus University in Torun, to deliver our part of the course. Thank you so much, and we do hope to see all of you like our students.
Thank you very much, Oksana, about your presentation. And now is the time for our partner from University of Hassan II in Casablanca. The first one is the short video.
Since its foundation in 1975, Hassan II University of Casablanca has emerged as an institution of excellence, an undisputed pillar of education and research in Morocco. Among our strengths, we have 18 establishments, including 11 faculties and 7 schools spread across 5 campuses in Casablanca and Mohammedia. Among them, 8 are open access and 10 are closed access. Our university community consists of 153,607 students, 2,293 teaching and research staff, and 1,000 administrative technical personnel. Our range of programs is exceptionally diverse, covering 369 programs in initial education and 278 programs in continuing education, encompassing a wide range of interdisciplinary fields. Whether it's in humanities and social sciences, science, technology, health, law, economics, management, or arts, letters, languages, we are committed to ensuring the intellectual development of our students. The groundbreaking educational reform, Pact Israel 2023, launched by the Ministry of Higher Education, Scientific Research and Innovation, defines a new model for Moroccan universities. UH2C, committed to this transformation, offers a multidisciplinary research environment of international renown, allowing researchers, doctoral students and professors to conduct their work optimally. Our 125 laboratories and 10 thematic research and innovation centers are equipped with state-of-the-art infrastructure that promotes innovation and scientific collaboration. Through 10 doctoral studies centers, we train 5,739 doctoral students, actively contributing to scientific progress and socio-economic development in Morocco. The Center for Innovation and Technology Transfer at UH2C facilitates the valorization of research results and collaboration with industry. On the international stage, UH2C is firmly committed. Academic collaborations around the world, mobility programs, English language programs, and the Confucius Institute, promoting Chinese culture and language, are concrete examples. Also distinguishes itself as an entrepreneurial university. Our Entrepreneurship Academy and the National Student Entrepreneur Status, SNE, actively support students in their entrepreneurial projects, providing them with the necessary resources. Our commitment to student life is unwavering. University clubs and associations, top-notch sports facilities, the University Sports Complex, and a dynamic cultural life through FITUC, FIAV, and DigiArt Awards enhance the student experience. Hassan II, University of Casablanca, is much more than a higher education institution. It is a catalyst for progress, a major player in research and innovation, a gateway to the international arena, and an incubator for talents and entrepreneurs. We are a university that prepares our students for the future while actively contributing to Morocco's development. Welcome to Hassan II, University of Casablanca, where excellence, diversity, and innovation are at the heart of our mission.
And the second aspect, what is the important for us when our consortium was creating during thinking when will be the best structure of consortium for the intercultural leadership. And this is the way on the EU partners, as in Austria, Spain, and Poland partners, takes the partners from abroad of European Union, and this is the way we invite to the program our Ukrainian partner and Moroccan partner too. But when we look on the how many programs financing by the or co-funded by the European Union exist, that this program is the first program when we invite Moroccan partner to being the one of the part of the Mundus program, because when we look on the how many programs realized with Ukrainian partners exist on the Mundus, it's a little more than in the Moroccan, and this is the why our program is the extra added value when we conduct all of the courses with our Ukrainian and Moroccan partners. Here you can see that the few of the informations about the structure of the Casablanca University of Hassan II, and there is the extra added value that there exist the many accredited research laboratories what we can using during our education process when you will be in the third semester there. And I think that now we can skip to the second aspect about the admission process, and I'm give the floor of our colleague from the International Student Office, Marta Żuchowska and Aleksandra Kowalska. It's floor is yours.
Hello, nice to see you all, and we are very happy that there's so many participants. Okay, so as for admission process schedule, we start our admission via in IRK system, is our Nicolaus Copernicus University admission system, and we open the system on the 30th of March, and it will be closed on 15th of April. So it is important to set up an account and upload all documents that are required via the system, the admission system, during that time. After that, there will be short time where the interviews will be arranged, and then on the 27th of April, there will be a final selection of candidates, and each candidate will get information on a user account whether a candidate was or was not qualified for the program. Okay, and after that we will have a kind of second round of admission for those candidates who would like to study without an Erasmus Mundus scholarship and with a tuition fee. For these candidates, we open our admission. We will assess the admission between 15th of June until 15th of July. Next slide. So as for documents required for admission, the most important document is a bachelor diploma with a final transcript or a supplement, right? So it is important to obtain bachelor's degree and to present and to upload in the system bachelor's diploma. We will also need translation into Polish, or if the studies were conducted in English and the candidate has the English version of the document, then we do not need a translation. But if it's issued in French, for example, or sometimes in other languages, then yes, we would require also translation. So this is the most important, the document, the bachelor diploma and the translation. We also required a legalization of a diploma or apostille. And also, we require a certificate of proficiency in English language. If you would like to know what is the exact list, the details about the concerning the certificates, you can follow this link where in the PDF file, where is where are listed certificates confirming B2 level. We do not, we cannot accept any other certificates that are not listed in this document, as this is the regulation by the Ministry of Science and Higher Education. So we have to follow this regulation. And the next slide, please. And the next document is also very important and also a bit, I would say, problematic, because it's the recognition statement. So candidates who have who obtained diploma and the diploma was issued in the country which is not a member of the EU, EFT, OECD country, and is not recognized by the international agreement, it has to apply for a recognition statement. Some of you already heard about Sirena system and the recognition statement. This is a system where you can apply for this recognition statement and obtain the information of the NAVAS director about the document. This is a new requirement, a requirement that is in force from the last year, and all candidates who have a diploma from the country issued, and is that the country is not the member of EU, EFT, OECD, has to upload during the registration period this document. And it's an obligatory requirement. The only kind of condition that we can make is we can process your application while you're still applying for the NAVA recognition statement, but we need to get from you a confirmation that you're in the process, that you've already applied for it, but you're still waiting for the information of the NAVAS director. And the same is with an apostille and with the legalization. We can wait for these documents. And as long as the original of the diploma is uploaded, we can wait for an apostille and the diploma legalization. But there is also a deadline, and this is very important to remember that if you do not have the NAVAS recognition statement, apostille, or legalization, then you can upload these documents, but the deadline is 29th of May. After that date, we will check once again all the documents, and if you do not if you didn't upload the full set of documents, then unfortunately we will not be able to proceed your application.
Proceed the application during, of course, the scholarship, Mundus scholarship, because we have the second round from the 15th of the June. And now we have a little different types of the documents required, because our quality documents focusing on the intercultural leadership program. And first of all, we have the application form, and inside this application form we have some information about your personal data, educational background. But what is the important for us, that on the previous slide too, we need only your diploma from the first degree, baccalaureate degree. We don't need that, your master diploma. Okay, it's the very important for all of us. And inside of the application form, you have the place to the putting your CV. But we invite you to follow the site of the European Union, is the Europass, and there in Europass you can generate your CV. It's the recommend, it's not mandatory, but we like when the CVs is the creating by the Europass tools. The second aspect is the motivational letter, and there will be the very good when you explain the candidate's background and reason why you once being the student of the CLIDE program, why not another one. And for us, is the very important the showing your relations of the international cooperations with the international teams. Maybe you have the any awards, and the same aspect in the CV will be the very good if you added on CV information about your scientific career. Maybe you publishing some, or you are on the scientific conference, or maybe you was the engagement of the volunteers during in the your university, and maybe other activities who is the related of the intercultural aspect. Third point is the recommendation letters. For us, what is the important is the important that you can download the two letters. The first of is the academic, the second one professional. It's not mandatory. Doesn't mean if you don't upload, it's not problem, but you need to remember that for the each of the documents is the extra points. But what is the important for all of us? Inside of the recommendation letters should be the informations about our name of the program, okay, and your activity, what you can doing on site, the academic life or the professional life, if you have this one. And other aspect is the additional achievements proofs, like the relevant documents, scientific articles, maybe the certificate of the participating of the conference, the others aspect. And the last is the video business card, and there we have the information that this video card should be the more or less 90 seconds to 180 seconds. Doesn't mean the maximum will be the 3 minutes, but is the maximum. The best is the 2 minutes more or less for all of us. And what is the important for us? You can concern the vote by the informations what you putting during this movie, not the any special graphics or fireworks. Yep. And Marta, the floor is yours. Back or
now back to Alexandra.
I will explain. Okay, so basically, just to give you a hint how the whole selection process will go on. The first phase is formal evaluation of the uploaded set of documents. So we'll check whether you uploaded everything we need. We will also inform you if something is missing. And another important thing to know is that the system will not allow you to kind of finish your application if something is not there. So all the kind of lights need to be green, not red. So pay attention to that, please. Another next phase, and after this, if it turns out that somebody has not uploaded a motivational letter, or a video presentation, or any other document required for selection or admission, that will be cut off. So those people who failed to upload all the necessary documents required for admission and for selection will be taken to another phase. The rest of people will kind of be excluded from this, right? So this is the first qualification. Then we've got the assessment of the uploaded documents and links. So the committee will take a look at the materials you have provided us with, the motivational letter, recommendation letter, video presentations, everything with your data, your marks, your degrees. And this will be a qualification in which you will receive points. On this, you will receive certain points. And after this phase, another set of people will be eliminated, right? We'll have a minimum of points, and there will be an interview. For the interview, only a certain number of candidates will be invited. And on the basis of the interview and of the documents you uploaded in the first phase and that were evaluated in the second phase, final selection will be made. So basically, the process will look like that. You will be updated on it on your individual accounts in our admission system. And maybe, Mateusz, you can explain this. This is the markings to give you an idea.
Yes, it's our system of the points about each of the aspect about the diploma, because if you remember on our website, we have the information that for us, we mostly invite the people with the diploma focusing on the management, economic, finance, IT, science, and for each of them has the special number of the points. And the same academic achievements, you can you can have the maximum 30 points, the motivation letter, video business cards, recommendation letters for the 5 points by the each. Professional experience, there we added the extra points if you have the any experience with the professional life, and doesn't mean if you work that more or less more than 2 years, you have extra 10 points. And academic experience, like the publishing the scientific articles, participating of the scientific conference, or the being on the volunteers. And of course, we needed the documents what showing that you're making this type of the experience. We added the extra points. And the last phase in our case is the interview phase. And what is the important, because we received the many mails about how video business card looks like. Now we have the two to explain during our goals master program, because we realized the second Mundus program, these students, the sending this type of the business cards, video business cards to us, and I show you the two explain. The first, what we expect is the normal without the any music and special effects.
Hello everyone, my name is Fadil Ali. Currently I'm working with the Basketball Federation of India as National Camp Coordinator and Academy Coordinator. I was born and brought up in Cochin, Kerala. I stayed deeply passionate about sports, especially team sports like football. But I chose to do things differently and pursued swimming competitively. After completing my schooling, I moved to Karnataka, where I did my bachelor in business administration with a major in sports management from Manipal University. That is where I got to learn about the management side of sports. So following my graduation, I joined Basketball Federation of India in Chennai. Despite being the apex body for basketball in India, I've seen that the sports organization's governance and operations need significant change. That is when I decided to do my master's in sports management abroad, where I can study and learn from industry experts, leaders, work with them for a few years and come back. My main aim is to establish a proper professional setup in sports organization in India that focuses on sports governance and operations. I also want to help my country to move beyond just cricket and focus and support underrepresented sports by creating a professional setup. This Goals Masters program, where I can study in different universities in different countries, is the perfect opportunity for me so I can build global network and get diverse perspective that helped me in my journey to make change in India's sports ecosystem. Thank you.
Yes, and
Hello,
when you look is the one-shot video by the phone camera, and for us it's of course the very good, because we don't need the professional video like at example the second one.
Hi, I'm Clara, and if there is only one thing you should know about me, is that I'm not afraid of any challenge. I first put on my skis when I was just 3 years old, and from that moment I fell in love with movement, adventure, and the rush of always trying something new. That mindset has shaped my entire life. Whether it's skiing down the mountain, surfing a perfect wave, or stepping into unknown territory, I basically got addicted to always trying something new and being outside of my comfort zone. That's exactly why I'm here today. Over the years, I've always tried to turn my passions for sport into something bigger. I've worked in event organization, marketing, and in the field of sport management. I was always looking for ways to connect people through the shared experiences. Because for me, this lifestyle is about building a community. This master program is my next big challenge, and I couldn't be more excited. I want to learn from the best, exchange ideas with people from all over the world, and develop the skills to create something meaningful. And my goal, to bring innovative ideas to life. Whether it's organizing international events, improving access to outdoor sports, more sustainability, or even launching my own project in the future. I've never been the one to stand still. I'm here to grow and to make an impact. So, I'm ready for this next step.
Yes, and because this video business card was related to our goals master programs, who is the related on the sports management, this is the way the applicants thought about the sports management issues. And okay, sorry, okay, and the about the business card, because on our formula you will be putting the place to putting the link to your video, but remember that this link will be possible to watch without the extra access. It's very important for all of us, and the interview aspect, because the time between the final deadline to interviews is very short. Check your mailbox about the invitation to the interviews, and the interviews will be, you remember, on the last week of the April, but on the European time, more or less from the 8 a.m. to the 4 p.m. But remember about this, to check previous these dates your mailbox about the information to invitation to interview. Okay, and now is the session focusing on the questions, your questions, and we're giving the answers. You see that you have the many hand up, and maybe we'll start from Simon.
Hi, hello. Thank you, Professor Matus, and everyone for the presentation as well as hosting the session today. It's extremely informative. I'm just gonna touch upon a couple questions. I think the first one is echoing a lot of the concerns it's having in the chat, which is the eligibility criteria. Because I mean, from both the website and the YouTube videos that are promoted by the program, there are certain fields that there are preference to, but also there's an open clause for people who has a strong dimension in leadership, especially in digital leadership. That might create a little bit of vagueness, because in what extent or do you guys would draw a red line in terms of who can enter the program? And there are a lot of scenarios that people are asking in the chat. I think that's going to come more and more approaching the application date. So I just wanted to clarify if there's more specific guidance in terms of how can that be more elaborated. And just a hypothesis, for example, someone like me who study international relations, who has experience in the UN system, is that something that the program is looking for? That would be the first question.
Thank you very much, Simon, about your questions. And first of all, we must remember that all of the documents will be putting on our website, the information about criteria. Also, now we have the only information system about the program, but on the close future, I think that on the next week we can putting all of the documents what we show on this webinar.
Oh, okay. And for the second question, about the business card video, I just want to re-clarify that the admission committee would prefer a more simplistic video rather than the one that has the music and special effects and all that.
No, it's for us is the content is the important. Doesn't mean you don't putting the any musics, the shooting, the creating and engagement, the professional studio and making the videos. Not you can making the one shot by your camera because the both of the students was the win and our the Mundus scholarship because we don't checking about how many cost was this video. Only for us is the important the content.
Very clear. Thank you.
Welcome. Okay, the second one, I see that Ahmad Alamir, sorry for pronunciation. Your mute, your mic is off, Ahmad.
Sorry, am I audible right now?
Yep, that's good.
Okay, so I have a few questions. First of all, I wanted to ask that my bachelor's is in Media and Communication Studies. So I just wanted to ask that, am I eligible for this program?
Okay, first of all, we must check your syllabus, your curriculum, and I forgot. It's not syllabus. Is the this document with the supporting of your diploma? Because if your communication science was realized on the Faculty of the Humanistics, probably you have the more courses related to the linguistics. If this diploma was realizing of the Faculty of the Management or Economics, probably your supplement, thank you very much, your supplement will be the more focusing of the management science, and this program communication will be the accepted for us.
Okay. Also, secondly, I have 2+ years of work experience as a creative head at a creative firm, and also I have worked in intercultural environments. Like I have been photographing different weddings of different cultures. So is that a plus point for this program?
Yep, it's added value for you and for us to invite you. Yep, because your professional experience is related to our program.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. The next one is Zornica Shopowa.
Yes, can you hear me well?
Hi. Yes, very good.
Thank you so much for the lovely presentation. I have a couple of questions, but I'll try to be quick. The first one is regarding the Polish website in which we had to see whether our bachelor degree will be recognized. And my question is, I entered my details in this Qualificator, I think it is, the program, and I just received a recognition statement. Is this all I need on this site?
It depends. So, Marta?
Okay, I can answer that because it depends on your diploma, whether it was issued in one of the EU countries. Then
Yes, it's issued in Germany.
Then the statement from the NAVA qualificator is enough because it doesn't require the NAVA director's information because it's EU diploma. So that's absolutely fine. This is all what we need, and you do not have to apply via Sirena system for the recognition statement. Okay, I just want to make it clear for all our participants. If you have EU diploma or a diploma that was issued in one of OECD countries, then you do not have to. Make sure you can also ask us and send us an email, contact us via the email address that was also posted in the chat. But yeah, as a rule, EU diplomas, OECD countries, EFT countries do not require diploma from these countries do not require the information from the NAVA's director.
And also the diplomas from Ukraine, because our country has a contract on mutual recognition of qualifications. So although Ukraine is not, a EU country, or the documents from this country are also accepted just with the recognition statement from qualificator. So it's not a personalized one, but a general one.
Okay. Thank you. My second question is regarding the proof of my English skills. And since I have obtained my bachelor degree fully in English, I was wondering whether my university should issue a certain certificate, or it's enough to see that my transcript of records is fully in English, and that would be enough.
Actually, it's not about this transcript, it's about the language of instruction, because the transcript can be issued in any language, right? So if on your supplement or transcript it says that the language of instruction, the MOE, was English, it is enough. If you finish the bachelor studies in English, it is enough.
Okay. A third question will be, one of the requirements from the degrees to have internship, I think in the last semester simultaneously with the master thesis. And since last semester is taking place in Poland, I was wondering if we do an internship abroad, let's say somewhere else in Europe, if we can also write our master thesis in another country other than Poland.
Thank you very much. About the master thesis and internship is the very important question, because of course we have the master thesis seminars, but what is the important for us after the second semester, inside of the summer school, we decide who will be go to each of the supervisor, because each of the consortium partners will be your supervisors. And the master seminars will be, of course, the Poland, but not the whole of the semester. But your internship can be abroad the Poland. It's not a problem for us.
Okay, so we can do our internship in another country, and we can
exactly
write our thesis also.
Because you can realize your internship in the company what you find, or our partners what we have, for example in Atos, Axea, or Eviden, will be the invite you on the internship also. But if you find some place when you can realize 300 hours of internship, yes, we will agree of this.
Okay. And just one final question.
Yes.
I know that this is not like the double or triple degree, but I was just wondering whether in the end student receive actually 3 diplomas from the different universities, or 4, or just 1 diploma from the whole program?
In our case, will be the one joint diploma is the issue by our university, but signature by the Granada University and Simon Kuznets University, National University of Economics. Doesn't mean it's the joint diploma, plus you received also the certificate with all of the logos of each of the university. Yes, but when we look on the official aspect, now we have the joint diploma signature by the 3 countries. And what is important, because we are still on the international accreditation process of our program with the ECAR standards, doesn't mean it's the European standards of higher education, and we are sure that each of you will be evaluate the program and the diploma by the ECAR standards also.
Okay, thank you for answering.
Thank you very much, Zornica. Okay, the next one is Tripati.
Hello everyone, am I audible?
Yep.
Yeah, so my question is, I will be graduating in the month of July. Am I eligible for the program?
Yes, and we invite you to the next cohort, okay, to next admission process, because now we must collect all of the documents and information to, if you want to apply of the Mundus scholarship, to end of the April. But if you are interested in being the part of the program without the scholarship, we have the possibility making the second round of the admission process, will be to the half of the July.
I'm asking with Erasmus Mundus, like if I'm
Doesn't
applying
mean
with that.
yeah, because we needed all of the documents with the diploma also to end of the April. Doesn't mean if you received your diploma or if you will be the defense of your diploma on the end of the May.
Okay, so like I won't be having my bachelor's degree, but like I'm in my final semester. So basically, I'm not eligible, right, in this
Yep.
intake.
It's true.
Oh,
If you realize your final semester now, it's not possible to apply of our program on this year.
okay. Okay, thank you.
Thank you too. Okay, the next one, Mariam.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, but maybe not perfect, but we hear you.
Okay, is it better now?
Yep, much more better.
All right. First of all, thank you for arranging this session for us. And I have two questions for the team. Um, my first one is regarding the NAVA system. I have uploaded my documents to be, verified and have a statement from the director, but haven't heard back. I applied, I think, a month ago. So that's my one query. And the second one is regarding the recommendation letter. I wanted to know if we should ask the instructors to upload recommendation letters if they're in, such that they get an email and they do upload through a link, or are we, we have to upload it ourselves on a portal. I need to know about these two things. Thank you so
About
much.
thank you. About a recommendation letter, you upload the documents, and you remember that inside of the reference recommendation letter should be the information about the name of the program, your names, the signature of the person who signature your recommendation letter. But remember, please, that all of the our admission board can send mail to this person to confirm that this mail is the true, okay, is the valid.
So
Right,
I will
So basically,
I will
thank you
answer
so
your
much.
question about the NAVA recognition statement. So if you applied a month ago, there is still some time because as Marta mentioned in the beginning of this session, that we will be waiting for the exact document till the 29th of May. The thing that you have to upload in the system is the confirmation that you have actually made this application, right? So you can upload the screenshot or the confirmation that you received from on your email that your application has been received by the system.
But please make sure that the application is still proceeding by NAVA, because sometimes they send an email and they asking for some additional documents, or perhaps the application there are some information missing. So they contact the person who is applying, and if there's no response, they stop processing the application. So it's important to check your current status of your application. Okay, make sure that it's still proceeding by NAVA, and make sure that you attached and uploaded all required documents.
And to add one more thing, you need to realize also, keep it in mind somewhere, that if the recognition is ready, it will be available for you only for some time. I'm sure it is explained how long it is available in the system. So NAVA might be in the process of evaluating your claim. And once you receive the information that you have been granted recognition, there is a certain time to download the statement. And after this time has passed, there is no option to go back. So it is very important to kind of check the status of your application and check your email updates. Sometimes it goes into spam, and if it's really there are some, we call it easy countries, right? There are some countries which are easily processed because we generally, our National Agency for Academic Exchange is very knowledgeable, and if something is not complicated, the process may be shorter. So just check it regularly.
All right, got it. Just to follow up on my previous question, I just wanted to know if we are not getting any notification or if we are not, getting anything, it means that it's still being processed, right? Processed.
Yes, and you can just go and check the status of your application every now and again. So I suggest you do it like every 2 days so that you don't skip it, right? There is a button which says check the status of your application in the system. So it's kind of advisable to check it as as often as possible, so at least once a day.
All right, got it, got it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much, Mariam. Birol? Birol Ogujan.
Yeah, hi.
Yes, hi.
Firstly, I'm thankful for all of you for the informations. I have a couple of questions. The first one is regarding language requirements. I studied 1 year in Norway, and I also went on Erasmus. Is this sufficient for language requirements, or do I have to take IELTS or TOEFL?
As it says, we follow the government regulations. There are no waivers to that. It specifically says what documents are acceptable and were not. And having spent a year in a country abroad learning English is not finishing studies, bachelor level studies in English. That's not the same. And also any Erasmus certificate does not work. So basically you need to either take an exam or maybe you have studied in English and you can prove that you have completed your studies in English for the whole period of bachelor studies.
There was also a question in the chat about the certificate, language certificate, Duolingo language certificate. It is also not possible to apply with this certificate, okay? Because it's not a recognized certificate, okay? Please stick to the certificates or diplomas that the medium of instruction was English. Everything what is mentioned in the document that is published on the website, on the CLIDE program website and on our admission website is correct, right? Not other certificates, okay? So not Duolingo, and as Alexandra said, the Erasmus Plus stays are not required and not accepted.
Yeah, I understand. Even if I get medium of interaction from my school, it's not sufficient, right? I understand.
But on your bachelor diploma?
Yeah.
What was the major language? The language of instruction English in your bachelor diploma?
Yeah,
Does it say on your?
Yeah, well, but it's like 30% English, and I also went on Erasmus.
30% English is not entirely in English. 30% English is 30% English.
Yeah, but I meant medium of instruction from the school I went on Erasmus, not my. Okay.
No, this is not. This will not work. And actually, I just wanted to point out this is our country is very strict with that. And if you apply for visa, it will also be required. So, this is a requirement which is national wide.
Okay, I understand. So my second question was about the graduation. I think one of students also asked about it. I just want to clarify that I am gonna graduate in June. It's my last semester. So in this case, it's a waste of time to apply this scholarship for me.
Yes, I would say yes. I would recommend to apply or without the scholarship or next year.
Yeah, okay. In this case, I will do it. So thank you so much. It was my whole question.
Thank you very much, Birol. The second one, I see that is the Belosarov, RDR, Belosarov. No, it's
Hello, everyone. Am I
yes.
audible?
Okay, great. Yep, very well. Floor, it's yours, Belosario. Oh, it's now we have the technical problem. We don't hear you. No. Maybe try once again. No, no. And maybe now you check, please. We don't know, but we don't hear you. Maybe you try, yep. Because we see that your mic is open, it's on. And check once again. We don't hear you, but on the first, when you connect, the first seconds, we hear you very well. Okay, maybe you can check once again, okay? And we back to you for a few seconds, okay? After the next person, maybe now, because we don't hear you, sorry. Okay, Sasha Shaiban, it's time for you.
Hello, am I audible?
Yep.
Okay, my question is about, first question is about the NAWA Serena issue. So the basically last month I have applied for another Erasmus program, and for that I have to go through the whole NAWA and Serena systems, and I apply for the program. And when I listen about the CLIDE program, then I also applied for this again in the NAWA Serena system this week. So is that I have applied for the NAWA Serena program twice. So is that will be problematic?
I think it might be a problem in the way that you made two applications, so that makes more applications. But well, they should proceed your application anyway, right? So they should give you a response, and well, you have to check your application status. But it's not a problem that they've received two applications from one person. That's not a problem. The only problem is that you've made a bit more spam, let's say, for them. But yeah, no problem with that. That is the same application from the same person made twice.
Okay, so following this question, so where I can check the application status in the NAWA systems or in my email?
Yes. Well, you should log into a NAVA system, to a Serena system, because you should get kind of notification if something will change, but sometimes it goes to your spam, so it's always better to log into a system and check, as Alexandra said, regularly on your account, user account in Serena system.
There is a button, check the status of my application. It's basically the easiest way, and you will always be sure, right? Because you've checked yourself. There is no spam messages and so on and so forth. Yeah. So this is I think the best way to check.
Okay, thank you. My second question is about the business card video. So you have shown two examples. One is with music and one is not with music, is a simple one-shot video. So if someone submitted with the video for the second, according to the second example you have shown, so does that video will be disqualified, or does that will also acceptable if the content is okay?
Will be the acceptable, of course. Content for us is the important. We can show you the two perspective, and for the us is the one or two second is correct.
Okay, so basically both video are correct, but content is more important rather than the
only for us we calculate only the content. Okay.
Thank you so much for answering this question.
Thank you. And once again, RDR, maybe now will be the better. RDR, maybe you write the message on chat because we don't hear you. Okay, sorry, but I don't know where we have the technical issue, from which side.
And I think after we have the questions from here, we'll go through the chat, right? So that no one is missed out, because on the chat there are loads of questions. Because there are a lot of questions on the chat.
I don't look on the chat now, and thank you for your support. Okay, because now we see once again the question from Sasha. The second, Sasha Scheibel.
Sorry,
Okay.
I didn't lowered my hand, so you called me. Thank you so much.
Okay, no problem. And Mubarak, it's for you. Abdul Kadir Mubarak.
All right, thank you for this opportunity, and the session is quite engaging and informative as well. So I have a couple of questions here, and the first question is, if I have a degree in English, I mean not just the media of instruction, but the degree is a Bachelor of Arts in English. Does that still need proof of instruction?
If you're, if the medium of instruction was English, then yes. If you studied English studies, English philology, then yes. If this is other case, then could you specify, give us a bit more information?
Yeah, I think I get this. So my second question is, in the required documents for application, you mentioned scan of diploma and additional achievements. So what are the kind of documents or scans you consider as additional achievements?
So I think, additional achievements, I think it might be a question to Professor Mateusz, because it's not the diploma or supplement, so maybe...
Maybe you can repeat your question, please.
In the requirements for application, there is a section for that requires scan of documents, including diploma, and it also stated additional achievements. So what are the kind of
okay, sorry. It's because I'm taught during our documents. For example, if you have any experience like the participation of the scientific conference, you can upload the certificate that you was the participate of the conference. If you writing the scientific paper related to intercultural leadership, of course you can download this type of the paper, and this is the others documents, and who confirm your achievements.
All right, thank you. And my last question is about the NAWA application, Serena application. So for final year students who are in their last semester and let's say graduating by the end of April, are they still qualified to apply, because they didn't yet send their applications to NAWA because they don't have the diploma to send the verification request to? So can they still apply? And because the NAWA statement, individual recognition statement, as stated in the portal, takes 60 days minimum, but many applicants testified that it takes from 90 to 120 days before the result finally comes out. So can there anything be expected in place of the individual recognition statement, like the submission confirmation or something?
Well, as it was mentioned in the presentation, you can send us a confirmation that you're actually applying and you're still waiting for your recognition. But the deadline the last day where you can send it is the 20th of May. So if you already apply, you still have a chance that you get the recognition statement. If not, then the sooner the better. The sooner you apply, the better. But if you do not have the diploma, the bachelor diploma, I'm pretty sure your application in the NAVA will be not considered, because they can assess the application if it's a diploma, or in some countries there are some kind of provisional certificates. So it means that the candidate finished the studies, got the degree, but is still waiting for the diploma, because the process of the issuing diploma takes sometimes up to 2 years. In this case, in some countries, candidates, they receive the kind of provisional certificates. So these documents are also processed by NAVA, but not final transcript or transcript with the not full degree, right? So to apply NAVA, you have to finish your studies. You have to get at least diploma or the provisional certificate. If
provisional certificate of completion of studies, like in case of Indian diplomas, it is like that. In case of Romanian diplomas, the diploma takes time.
I think.
Pakistani diploma takes time. There are some Spanish diploma takes time, Italian diploma takes time, right? But you need to have, like the certificate of completion.
Yes, I have that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Abdul Kadir. Maybe now once again try with Ardiar. Maybe I hope that okay, you have the technical error. Okay, the next one it's Adami.
Oh, hello. Thank you. Can you hear
Hello.
me?
Yeah, very well.
Oh, good. So thank you for arranging this webinar. I have some questions. The first one is, could you please clarify whether it is mandatory to come up with a topic for a master thesis before starting the studies?
Topic of master thesis?
Yeah.
Topic for a master thesis.
It's
Before
idea. Is the
Yeah,
idea
yeah.
of the topic.
Yes.
This is the only your suggestion. It's your idea without the added extra points.
Uh-huh. Okay, thank you. So the second question is regarding the Serena Nava system thing. So I've submitted my application in the beginning of February, but then I noticed that I accidentally missed some of important documents in the diploma, and have already written to the Nava Serena team. They have answered that I should wait for the email asking me to send them missing documents. So could you please kind of confirm whether should I just wait for the Nava team to ask me to send them the missing docs, or should I resubmit my application with the full package?
Please do not resubmit, because it will prolong the process, because there will be one year pending application which is being processed right now, probably, or waiting to be processed. And if they answered that they will ask you for missing documents, just pay attention to your emails, to notifications, and when they ask you, submit the missing documents. And I suggest, guys, before you do the Serena application, please, at the beginning, on the very first website, there is a list of documents that you will be required to upload. Just put them all together so that nothing is missing, because it prolongs the whole process.
Great, but here's the thing: the missing part is my official state diploma from Kyrgyzstan. I'm from Kyrgyzstan, but I've submitted my kind of this part, like certificate part, in English, because I've studied entirely in English in the American university here. Do you think they will recognize that I have I have missed some documents, or not?
Well, it's hard to answer this question because we haven't seen your documents. We don't know what you actually uploaded there. But the good thing is that they might do not have lots of, questions or doubts because, as you said, you're studied at the American university, right? So the American system is, I think, is very popular, and NAVA knows this system very well. So they should proceed your applications quite easily as long as you upload all required documents.
Well, the American University was in Kyrgyzstan. It is the American University of Central Asia, and my official diploma. Well, I've completed my bachelor's in business administration, and this department we did not receive the official American diploma. We did receive, however, the Kyrgyz one. Kyrgyz, the local one. Yes.
Okay. Well, they still have to issue an official information, and they should reply, right? So you should wait. Well, you can contact them. Do not delete your application or cancel your application. That's for sure. But try to contact them once again, or check the status. Please check your emails and spam and everything. This is our advice. This is what we can advise you. There's nothing what we can do as a university, right?
Okay, got it. Yeah, thank you. And one more question here. So you stated that the Ukrainian universities courses are being offered at the partner university in Poland. Will the original curriculum and course content for the leading intercultural teams track remain the same, or have subjects changed as a result of this transition?
No, it will be the same. And the extra tip on our CLIDE website, we have all of the syllabus of the content, because the teachers will be coming to Torun. The teachers from Ukraine will be coming to Torun, and there will be teaching all of the courses. Doesn't mean the content will be the same and the name of the programs will be the same. It's only place formalize the program will be in Torun.
Okay, that's great. Thank you very much. That's all.
Thank you, Ademi. Jason?
Just a second. Firstly, thank you for the lovely presentation. And secondly, moving on to my question. What is your expectation of a high or a top performing applicant that would get like 90 points? Because I can see that 5 points for motivation, 5 maximum for video, business card, recommendation letters. You touched upon that it should contain the name of the program. So perhaps if you could detail a bit more as to what is your ideal applicant and things that you don't want to see, or perhaps issues that you've seen in the past. And building on that, on the interview, the 10-minute interview, could you perhaps touch a bit more about what that interview would entail and what is your expectation from applicants during the process? Thank you.
Thank you very much. About our idea student is the student. We have the two aspects, two cores of the ideal student, because the first is of course the student who realize the profile focusing of the more or less management, intercultural management, and the leadership management also. But for us is the very important also, and for the European Union, when we have the students who is the very enthusiastic, who is the very open for the newer aspects, and who is the engagement for the many activities. And we give you the possibility, the first, to contact with the many leaders, from the professionals or the academic leaders, because we have the many study trips, the study visiting professors or the professionals to us. They're organizing the many urban games, and we have the many opportunity to give you the possibility to develop. But I think when we look on the all of our criterias, none the main criteria like the diploma and others is the aspect of the your you are open to newers, to the futures, like the being the engagement of the cooperation with your professor, or has the experience in your work, or going to the internship, because for all of us is the very important also that yes, you realize the few of the hours of the internship to the few of the companies. Maybe you have the success in your study program. Maybe you starting of the one of the competitions what you organizing by your university or your Ministry of Higher Education. And when we compare the profile of the students on our second Mundus program, we know that the many of students was the engagement of the many sports management activity. And the same it's here. And when we look on the interview, because on the interview, probably we invite more or less 70, 80 candidates only, and we select of this total more or less 12 students who receive scholarship plus 12 who will be the free viewers. Doesn't mean don't receive scholarship but then doesn't pay for the program. And I think that the being the one of the experts not on the leadership knowledge but be the expert that has the experience focusing to the being on the intercultural teams or creating some interesting projects.
Just to recap, Professor Atush, what you're looking for is a candidate that has done several activities in the field of intercultural studies or managing a team or leadership to be among the top performers. And in terms of reference letters, one of the aspects you would be looking is how you cooperated with the faculty in doing projects or engaging in other activities. Am I understanding this correct?
Yes, because on the one of the European Union criteria is the selecting the best students, the best candidates. And inside the best candidates is the candidates who was engagement on the study program, which cooperate with your professors on the uni, maybe realize some social project, because many times the students works on the NGOs focusing on the intercultural aspects. And when we look on our previous uh, admissions selections, we had the many students who approve this type of the points.
Okay, thank you.
And realize these points. Thank you very much, Jason. The next one is
sorry.
John. Yes.
Can you hear me? It's Aldia.
Yes. Yep.
Yep, I just
All right.
reconnected through the phone. Yeah, sorry for the technical issue.
Okay.
Yep, just the quick question. So I think
Yes,
I've heard during the presentation that we only need to upload our bachelor diploma, and there is no need to upload the master's degree diploma. Am I right?
It's true.
Yes, you're right.
Okay, then the follow-up question. So my bachelor and master's degree was entirely in English. However, I have graduated from a master's degree 4 years ago, and I'm currently working. And I'm working for the multinational company, and my job language is basically in English entirely. And yeah, in this regards, should I pass any exams like IELTS, TOEFL, or other proof of languages, or it's enough to have the proof of language from the universities?
It's enough if your bachelor diploma was entirely in English, if the medium of instruction was English, then that's enough. It doesn't matter that you graduated a few years ago. However, the one thing, and that was also one of the questions in the chat, there's no age limit in terms of applying the Erasmus Mundus program. However, please note that you might have some problems with visa because we encountered some difficulties, some problems with candidates who graduated like more than 5 years ago. We got lots of information from candidates applying our university in general, in other, programs, that they are struggling with the visa problems. So there's no age limit. If you can apply, yes, but if you need a visa to enter Poland, then it might be difficult to get a visa. Okay.
I see. I'm currently residing in Budapest, Hungary. So I believe that shouldn't be a problem, right?
And yeah,
Sorry?
and what's your current status in Budapest? Do you have a kind of card, like a long-term
Yes.
card
I'm having the
in?
work permits.
Okay, so I think there shouldn't be a problem.
All right, cool. And the last but not least question is just about the metrics, about the alumni of this program. Do you have any metrics like how much candidates receive their job or landing the job after the graduation? Or do you provide any or connection with the companies after the graduation?
Thank you very much for this question. And I remember that one guy who was studying in US asked about the same question, and I'm answer him that because you are first cohort, we have the first cohort, and we can only the looks on our metrics focusing on the second Mundus program, because we are the responsibility for the quality assurance plus, of course, alumni system. And there we know that during the first 6 months after the graduation, the 70% of all of the students find the job, but the mostly is that the 50% of all has the contract with the same company where realize the internship. But on the second go, our sports management program is related with the 500, not 300 hours of internship. Here you have a little less, but when we look on the success to find the job, it's the 70% for the first 6 months. And when we look on the because the statistic is from the first and second cohort. On the first cohort, we had a little less results because was the more or less 60, 62, 63%. But for us, is the very important. It doesn't matter when you want the studying, is the expectation of the alumni, because on our goals sport management program we have the information that a graduate who wants the apply to the job try finding apply of the position more or less from the director, and after this we putting on the newer courses our student conference and the job conference, when we show that the professional told information how was him her professional career. Doesn't mean after the graduation student, if you want the apply of the being the manager, being the director, probably the success will be the much more worse than if you want apply to being the specialist of the one of the company. Yes, and we want to show you our examples of the professional careers who was on the Atos, Evident. This is the one of the source company by the Atos, and Evident is the technical supporter of Olympic Committee. Yes, and this is one of our partner also.
I see. Makes sense. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Blasarif. Okay, next one, it's Jakub John. Jakub John, sorry for my pronunciation, but we don't hear you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay, great.
For the wonderful presentation. Well, I have some questions. First of all, regarding video presentation, should those who are applying for Erasmus Plus also upload a video, or is it only for the June, July applicants?
No, for the both, for all.
All right.
The both, yes.
And my second question is regarding the NAWA system. I think for me personally, it seems to be a bit confusing. So I have downloaded the PDF documents on rights of a diploma. Now I have to, as I see it, obtain the recognition statement. I think I should register, but there's one field which says organization unit name. I don't have any idea about that. Could you please explain what it means?
But you mean at the stage of filling the application in the NAVA system?
I mean, obtaining recognition.
Yes.
University recognition statement.
Yes.
I think I should register on NAWA. Am I correct?
And where was your diploma issued?
Well, it is in Tashkent, Uzbekistan, from INA University. It is international university taught in English, a Korean university, I mean.
Yes.
So I think I also need to obtain a recognition statement regarding this university.
Yes.
And I'm registering on NAWA. There's one field, organization unit name. I don't know what it means. So could you please explain?
Perhaps they ask about the department. So maybe the faculty that was issuing the diploma. Your what's your major? What's your field of study?
Oh, it's business administration.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure there was a kind of faculty of economics or department of management or something like that. Then this should be also written perhaps in your supplement.
I also suggest that there is like a tutorial in PDF file on NAVA website. I will find it and paste it. Maybe there will be answer to that question because they literally go through every point. Okay, so maybe that will help you. I will find it.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay, the next one is the Sahan. Yes.
Hello everyone. Thank you so much for great presentation and clearing all the doubts patiently. I have a couple of questions. I come from India and I have done engineering back in 2016. Right now I have a work experience of 9 years, 9+ years, and I have been working at an NGO which works for persons with disabilities. So my question is, um, so as I said, my background, right? So I come from India, and the transcript also has medium of instruction as English. Do I still have to get the NAVA and Syrian confirmation done? How does that work for me? And also, like IELTS, is it a requirement for me to take IELTS and have a B2 certification for English?
No. So first, answer for your first question, whether you need the NAVA recognition statement, the individual NAVA recognition statement. Yes. The question is yes, okay? Because your diploma was issued in India. Do you need language proof or language certificate? No, because the medium of instruction was English, okay?
Okay. Thank you so much. I have one more question. Like, as mentioned, I have got couple of LORs and I have been applying for other masters as well. One is academic and then one is professional, which mentions leadership and digital leadership, not this program specifically, but which covers management and leadership in digital management, kind of, but not exactly the program name that CLIDE is offering right now. Will that recommendation letter still work?
the recommendation letter from your background?
My professor from the university where I studied, and my manager right now where I am working, the organization I am working for. But they have given a general this thing letter of recommendation for my master's application elsewhere also, not just for this program, but it clarifies he is I recommend Sagar for management digital era management courses. Is that going to be fine?
Professor Tomanek, could you answer whether,
we must
because as I understand, Mr. Honkeri would like to use the same recommendation letter that he used in another application process, yes, for another master, right?
That is right, but see, I have been like I am looking to do product management masters, and this program as well is of my interest, maximum interest.
Yes.
But I can't ask for the professor or my manager to give me one letter for each program, right? So I
Yes.
have, yeah, I have got program a letter of recommendation which covers he is good for so and so courses related to leadership, digital era leadership management. So and and they are talking about how they are associated with me, what I have done with them, uh, like in professionally as well as academically. So that would suffice, right? Or is there a mandatory requirement that okay, they should mention CLIDE program leadership in digital era, because that is not the focus of their interest when they are issuing me a letter of recommendation, right?
Yep, but inside of the recommendation letter must be the name of our program. And I understand you, but we must be the fair for all of the applicants, and we only accepted the reference letter when was the name of our program. Okay.
Okay, so how many, one reference letter is fine with the program name and one professional, or do we
It's
have to?
the maximum, because we haven't the minimum. The maximum is the one from the academic, one from professional. Okay, if you don't send to us recommendation letter, you don't receive the extra points. If you send to us the but it's the extra, it's not mandatory. Okay, this
Okay,
is the extra points what you can receive.
okay, got it. Got it. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. The next one, Lucy, floor is yours. And my information, we have the last 15 minutes, okay, for the webinar. If you want to ask more, of course, we are the open for your mails. And I think that Alexandra sent to the chat our official name to the Miss Alexandra, Miss Marta, to the International Student Office. Okay, once again, Lucy, floor is yours.
Thank you very much for this platform and the sharing that has been made. Mine is a question on the NAVA system. I'm from Kenya and I can't trace my country. It's not in the NAVA system. So I don't know, is it a knockout or something?
Lucy, you are
Yes.
checking qualificator, not Sirena. You are eligible, you have to go through Sirena system, not qualificator. Qualificator is for EU, OECD, and EFTA countries. They are all there.
Okay, thank you.
For you, you have to go through Sirena. I pasted the link like numerously on this chat, and also the user manual is also linked on the chat.
Okay, thank you. The next question is that I'm having an ongoing master's program, which is I already have the finished the theory work, the year one. I have the transcript. Is it enough to support that I already have an ongoing program, or I go back and use my bachelor's degree, the certificate and everything?
The question was also answered in the chat. If you have your bachelor diploma, please use your bachelor diploma, right? Because we do not accept any transcripts in ongoing programs, okay? To apply master program, you're eligible with the bachelor's degree, right? So if you have a bachelor that is one of that is eligible for this program, please use the bachelor diploma. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Lucy. Next one, Samba. Yes, Samba.
Hello.
Sure.
Yeah, thank you so much for that beautiful presentation. Well, basically, I'm Samba Sisa from the Gambia, West Africa, and I have a couple of questions here to furthermore clear my doubts. One, per se, it has to do with the recommendation letter. I graduated from American International University in the Gambia here, and then I obtained a general recommendation letter from the university. Will this recommendation letter be accepted? That's my first question.
No, the general recommendation letter will be not accepted because it's not related to our program.
Okay, thank you. Furthermore, I have a background in education. I said I have a background in education. I was a qualified teacher for 5 years. I taught students of different background, cultures, and ethnicity in different regions in the Gambia. I also went to the university where I read accounting and finance. Is this practical blend an opportunity for me to be part of this program?
You can repeat the question, sorry.
Okay. I said, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I hold a diploma in education. I was a qualified teacher in the Gambia here. I taught briefly for 5 years as a qualified teacher. During the course of this process, I taught students of this different background, different cultures and ethnicity across every region of the Gambia. I furthermore pursued a bachelor degree of science in accounting and finance. And as of now, I am working as an accountant for an international organization in the Gambia. Does this practical blend of accounting and finance and education give me a chance for this master's program?
But is the you finished the faculty of pedagogy and you realize the education program or something else, because we have the technical issue and we don't hear you there very well. But if
what I want to say is my work experience, I was a teacher for 5 years. During this process, I taught students, learners of different cultures, different ethnicities in different regions in the Gambia. I later pursued a Bachelor of Science in Accounting and Finance. Now, my question is, this practical blend of knowledge in the field of education and also in a practical knowledge of accounting and finance. And as of now, I am working with an international organization in the Gambia. Does this experience give me a chance for this master's program?
Just to recapitulate, so you've got a degree in finance and accounting, yes?
Yes.
Yes. Then you've got a teaching degree, yes?
Diploma
or
in
you
teaching.
worked as a teacher. So you've got professional experience as a teacher with students of different backgrounds in Gambia. And you also want to use your experience as an employee of an organization, right? And you are asking if you are eligible. If I think that we can answer. If your diploma is in finance and accounting, you are. And now Mateusz can answer, how about those extra points about the professional experience, I would say.
Yeah.
Yes. And the first of all, what is the important? Because we must check your documents. But if you have the professional background, the experience, like the teacher, being the teachers of the intercultural environmental, intercultural students or something else, probably will be the accept. But we must check your CV and the site after. But I think that will be not a problem to accept this type of the experience, especially if you describe more information on your CV, how is that related on our program, this type of the experience. Okay, and don't remember remember about the added this information about your professional life and professional experience in CV.
Thank you. Fine.
Thank you very much, Samba. Thank you. And next one, Irtsasam.
Hi,
Irtasam
am I audible?
Hassan. Yes.
Am I audible? Yes, okay. So I already sent you an email about this, but I just need slightly more clarification. So my initial bachelor's degree is from Pakistan, and ever since then I have completed a master's degree in Finland. So yes, so my second degree, the master's degree, was completed in English. The medium of instruction was English. So can I use that as a language qualification? And also, can I apply on the basis of my master's degree instead of the bachelor's degree, since it is from the EU, and I will not need to go through Serena for that?
For us, we look only one diploma, and we must check the first diploma, the baccalaureate diploma, because the master diploma is on the second level. It's the separate of this. Doesn't mean we will be the only the check your baccalaureate diploma from Pakistan.
Okay, because and my second question is that since my bachelor's diploma is in engineering, but my master's diploma is much more closer to management, will that have an impact as well?
Well, you can't use both diplomas, right? You have to apply with the one diploma. If one of your diplomas is engineering and it's in computer sciences, IT, then it can be recognized and we can proceed your application. But if it's but if not, if your diploma is in the field that is not eligible, then you cannot make a combination or combine these two diplomas, okay? You can apply with the one diploma, and the one diploma can be attached to a one application, okay?
So which diploma should I apply for? Because I also have professional experience.
In my opinion, you should apply with the diploma that do not require the NAVA individuals, NAVA directors information. If you have both diplomas that are not on the list in the qualificator but needs this information, then it's up to you. Maybe you can check the results where you have a better result.
I see. So I think in that case, the European diploma would be more suitable.
The European diploma, yes, because look, you will not have to wait for the NAVA's recognition statement. So that places you in a very good position with in terms of collecting all required documents.
Exactly. So one other question I have about the reference letter and the professional reference letter. So the company I used to work for does not exist anymore. They shut down their operations. So how can I get a recommendation letter on a letterhead? Maybe I can ask my previous manager who is now working somewhere else, but they cannot provide me the letter on the professional letterhead. I can perhaps attach my experience letter from that company in addition to the reference letter if you require that.
You can add it and upload your reference letter signature by your former project manager. He knows that probably he will be the very good if this letter will be on the official paper, but I understand that this official paper will be completely different company. But what is the important for all of us will be the very good if your the person who will be the signature your reference letter added that mail address, because remember what I'm told during the presentation, we can check the validity of the reference letter. Okay.
I understand.
Thank you very much.
That's all from me. Thank you for
Thank
your
you.
answers and your patience.
Thank you. We have the last three minutes. Sorry for this, and probably the last will be the Mana. Yes, Mr. Mana. Its floor is yours. Batul Mana. Yes, it's yours. But mic it's off.
Dobry wieczór. Can you hear me?
Dobry
Dobry
wieczór, yes.
wieczór. Yes, we can hear you.
Thank you so much for your time today. I'm so sorry because we have so many questions, but I have only one question related to NAVA and related to what you say about the diploma. The thing that I have 2 diplomas, one in informatics engineering and another one in English translation. However, I don't think that being like holding a diploma in English translation will exempt me for the proving the English knowledge. So do you recommend to switch the papers? Because the papers that I sent to NAVA system was the informatics engineering papers.
And this program was run in English? No.
In English and in Arabic, so it's not entirely in English. However, the English translation, the full program was in English, so I was confused here.
Right, but is there any section on your supplement where is the medium of instruction on this engineering diploma?
No, they can provide like a letter of 2 years, like in the 4th and 5th year that were completely in English, but I think it's not sufficient. And you said, you mentioned that Duolingo English test is not sufficient also.
Yes.
And I
Yes.
have, there is a certificate of entrance exam for master's degree. It's like something that we can use, like some countries in the European Union may be accepted, but I don't know about Poland, and it's not mentioned in the document you provided.
Yes,
So
so
I
we
was confused.
cannot recognize this exam. Then what we can advise you is to apply with this engineering diploma and maybe pass online version of one of the certificates that are listed in this ministry regulation.
Do you recommend applying with English translation diploma, not engineering?
But
No.
But you have to realize that there are 2 different things, right? So if you apply for the program, you are eligible with your degree in what was it, computer science, right? Yeah, software engineering. Yes. So but this is the degree that you are eligible with to apply for the program, right? The English translation degree wouldn't give you the eligibility. But when it comes to language, we cannot use your software engineering degree because it doesn't prove you can speak a language. Well, I can, make a decision that you can speak this language probably at a B2 level or higher. I would say C1, right? But we still need a proof. And to be honest, I am not sure how our embassy will react to such a situation if you have 2 diplomas. Maybe you could do the NAVA recognition for 2 diplomas, just in case, but please do not change the one you have uploaded now, because this is the only one you can be eligible for this program.
Yes, I send it and I'm just waiting for the results so I can have recognition for the other diploma, because as you told, I don't want to have so many confusion in that.
This is confusing, this language requirement, because by law, generally, you would have to use the language from the diploma you are applying with. But I think, Marta, this is a difficult situation if there are 2 diplomas and there can be a proof of language. We can, I don't know, inquire about it maybe. But I'm not sure that we'll find any information about it.
Maybe, I don't know if it will be eligible for that, but maybe we can provide it maybe after the deadline, like TOEFL or IELTS test results. I don't know if it will be eligible or sufficient for that.
Well, for example, there is one of the tests, I think, edu cert or something, one of these certificates, and I think it's online and it's quite, you get the results very quickly.
TOEFL IBT is possible, internet-based edition.
So it's okay, I can have that.
Yeah, so please check how long they they reveal the results and well, let us know. I put here on the chat the email address, study with NCU. You can contact us. And this webinar, I think, gave us bit of, you know, the information about our candidates. And I think we need more detailed information about the NAVA procedure, because there was lots of questions about that, and about the language proof also, and about the eligibility, what degree, what diploma is eligible for this program. I think these are the three main key points of this
Exactly. Thank you so much for your time.
Q&A session.
Yes, and of
Thank
course,
you.
all of the mail address about studying in CU will be the putting on our CLIDE website. Thank you very much for being with us, and of course,
Can
this
you please share
webinar.
the email? Can you please share
Yes,
the
of
email?
course, on the
It's
chat.
again on the
Yes.
chat.
I did.
And
Thank you
on
so
our
much, Professor.
website, the CLIDE UMK PL will be, of course, the sharing this mail also. And once again, thank you very much for your attendance in our webinar, and probably during the admission process, we will organizing the once more webinar, especially because maybe you have some questions about our form when they added some information and were added. Okay, thank you very much once again
Sorry for
for
interrupting. I
today.
just want to ask that is the recording of the presentation available anywhere?
Maybe because for us we are the pressure of time, and send to us mail, please. Okay, because we don't broke this type of the time rules, and send to us mail. Okay, once again, thank you very much. We publishing on the close future information about